Welcome back, one and all, and thank you so much for joining me today. As always, I am your host, Daniel Blake, and I wanted to ask you all a quick question today. When was the last time you actually went to a mall? Now, it wasn't that long ago that this question would have been answered with a yesterday, a week ago, maybe even a month ago at maximum. However, with the ease of online shopping, that has now become a year ago, 2 years ago, or in my case, 3 years ago, the last time to visit one of these bastions of consumerism. Long past is the era of kids lining up outside of Claire's to get their ears pierced cheaply for the first time. Gangs of penniless teenagers roaming the tile-filled hallways for hours on end without ever buying anything, and adults comparing appliance prices between 3 different department stores all within the same building. While in 2024, the American mall may be a figment of the past and falling into obscurity, it wasn't always that way. So allow me to provide you a quick timeline of events to show the rise and fall of this great shopping institution. In 1956, the first U.S. mall designed by Victor Gruen opened in Minnesota and was primarily accessible only to Caucasian families living in America. This lasted until the early 1970s when segregation began to diminish across America and malls became a social hotspot for all races and age groups. In 1978, Dawn of the Dead's mall setting increases interest in utilizing the spaces in cinema and becomes a staple for many coming-of-age films such as Clueless. By the 1980s, mall culture becomes incredibly widespread, spawning the term mall rats for teenagers and young adults embracing the building and its stores as a culture. By 1986, malls hit their peak of popularity with approximately 25,000 active locations across the United States. However, just when it seemed like things couldn't get better, the 1990s to 2006 marked the initial downturn of U.S. malls because of the lack of upkeep and renovations, diminishing many adults' interest in visiting them and the buildings being left to the rarely purchasing youth. And things would only get worse from here when in 2007 to 2009, the Great Recession hit the United States hard, causing many malls to shut their doors permanently. Finally, in 2010 onward, the widespread availability of online shopping just absolutely devastated mall culture and dropped their population to an all-time low. As of 2024, there are approximately only 1,150 malls remaining across the entirety of the United States, and that number continues to plummet every single year. Now, maybe it was just nostalgia or all of the going out of business sales that prompted me to want to visit my local mall this week to see just how far from grace that this institution had fallen. So feel free to join me as we explore the emptiness of the modern-day American mall. It is, what is today? Today is Tuesday at about 10:30 in the morning, and with that said, I've never seen a more empty, massive building in my entire life. Granted, I don't think Tuesday was ever a hot day for malls, but that being said, this is jarring. This is like surprisingly jarring how empty this place is. Every store is closed. Nobody is opening now till like 11 o'clock at the earliest.
It's kind of fun, honestly, to walk through.
It is. Not to sound too cliche, but they really have made malls quite the liminal spaces. It doesn't feel quite the same as it used to without all the people here. And walking these empty hallways is like, it's like walking around in your high school late at night after everything has been closed up and you definitely weren't supposed to be there.
Except for LensCrafters.
Oh,
They're open.
LensCrafters is open. You can get your overly expensive glasses there, and I wouldn't recommend it. So, I need to show you the state of what has become of these safari rental rides that they popularized in malls a while ago for some reason, because can somebody please tell me what this is and why he looks so sad?
He's so sad.
He's so sad. And oh my god.
I mean, that tiger's crying.
The saddest boy. Of course he's sad. He's in a pen. He's in a pen with a bunch of creatures that aren't supposed to be together. Look at this one right here.
They're tearing each other apart.
He's getting torn apart. This is what happens when you put predators and prey together.
And RVs.
And apparently used as a parking garage for cars that definitely do not belong here. Of course, we have signs that have not aged well. It's never a great sign when an entire escalator is blocked off because it is no longer functioning. For your safety, please use the elevator in the JCPenney court. May I let you know that the JCPenney's court elevator, all the way over there. And she's climbing the stairway to heaven.
We're almost there. This has been the longest escalator ride of my life. Whoa! Get that miniature in my pocket immediately, dude. For $120!
Put her in a jar.
Put her in a jar! Dude, you know what the sad thing is? I bet a ton of these minis are just gonna go in a storage somewhere. Like, these are never gonna actually be bought by anybody. These are gonna end up in a storage locker. All of it. Every bit of it. Ma'am, knees do not bend that way. I'm so sorry. Who did this to you? Who did this to you? It's closed, just like everything else in this mall. Apparently, we came at the worst time we could have. Every single store is closed. And if you've never walked around a mall that where not a single business is open, it is just why. Yes.
Getting there.
Can I tell you one thing that has always just pissed me off? I hate it when people blend two different languages together on their signs.
Yeah, two different
In two different fonts, too. Like, different language and different fonts all on one sign, dude. Why would you do this? This is, honestly, Les Boutiques in style. I'm glad you're closed. Meta, I've got a quick question for you.
Yeah.
So, back in the day, right? You know, everybody had their particular department store that they really liked to go to. You know, it was like always a debate, it seemed like, between like Forever 21, Aeropostale, American Eagle, like, you know, all those stores, none of which matter at all anymore. What was yours? Like, I gotta know.
I think we all know what my story is.
Hot Topic? Burn down, burn down, burn down the Hot Topic. That is not surprising at all, dude.
Yeah, Hot Topic, Spencer's, I like to go into.
Spencer's Gifts is a great store if you, nobody watches you walking into Spencer's store. I gotta say though, this is really charming. It looks like they actually took pretty good care of this carousel. I'm a sucker for old, like, arcade and old, like, fair type of stuff, and this is actually a really beautifully kept up fair, or, carousel.
Yes.
Yeah, that's actually really cool.
Like, well, not real hair, but you know what I mean. Yes, they took.
Apparently, according to Meta,
No, I'm talking about the tails,
that is
the
real.
tails.
That is real hair, folks. That is not real hair.
Well,
That
I know
is.
it's not real hair.
Wait, which one's your favorite horse?
That one.
The black one?
Yeah.
That is a beautiful boy, though. I love it. Dude, I genuinely want to know how many hats Lids has sold over the years that it's been open,
Yo,
because
me
I have
too.
never seen a single person actually go into Lids.
It's a money laundering business.
It is a money laundering business. It probably isn't. Do not sue me, Lids. We have been walking around for a solid 20 minutes at this point, and we finally found the first open store, which is H&M.
70% off.
70% off. That is a sale. That is a good sale. I'm not going to go in there, but it's a good sale.
The white light.
Macy's, the fragrant destination, and all I can ever think is that SpongeBob scene when they're running through the Dutchman ship and away from the perfume.
Yes.
That is the only thing it is. That's what I feel like every single time I go into Macy's, dude.
That's what my memories of Macy's are. I feel like when I was little, everyone I feel like all universally like knows why that SpongeBob episode like is so great because we all went through it.
Oh, you're absolutely right. I mean, it's I think I remember the smell of Macy's more than what's actually in the store. I've got a quick question for you.
Yeah.
Would you ever open a business in a mall at this point in time?
No. Not unless it was like, again, the idea we were talking about where they just kind of replace all the clothing stores and just make them like pop-up businesses that are around for like a short duration. That way it would encourage people to like check out places because it's in such a short amount of time. It would be like the FOMO thing.
Yeah, for sure,
But,
for
like,
sure.
that it's used in a good way, I'd say.
Well, I think, yeah, maybe like turning these abandoned stores into pop-ups would probably be like the best thing to do. You could, like you said, trial businesses, you know, rent the space for a short period of time.
Dude, do you know how sick it would be for like Halloween if all the stores were like not stores anymore and they made them each like different like rooms that were like scary rooms, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like a big haunted house. Like a
Essentially, it's
mall-sized haunted house is a fantastic idea. I would
So
love
awesome.
that, dude. Can somebody tell me what Space Wars is? I don't know. All I know is it has Baby Yoda a lot, and I've never been more sick of a created character in my entire life.
Dude,
Except for maybe the Minions.
I love the little rabbit astronaut girl. She's cute.
See, that's an original idea. Not Baby Yoda, terribly made, and another Baby Yoda. That's all that anybody wants is Baby Yoda from Star Wars, apparently. And it makes me sad. Guys, the arcade is officially open. I am so ready. Let's go win a stuffy. Let's go. That is gonna test out her mad skills with the crane game to try to win a fox here. That is upside down, my friend.
Thank you.
All right, let's go. That was nice. That was nice. All right, ready? So this is how you swipe correctly.
Shush up.
Boom. All right. Gotta get in stance here.
All right, master. Show me how it is.
I've played so much.
I hope he
crane
gets
game
one,
from,
genuinely.
Yakuza here. Oh, dude, for real? Oh. Okay,
too loose.
apparently I'm terrible at this game too, so.
Oh,
Well, we both may have been terrible at the crane, but at least we have a card to take home as a SUV.
that's the prize at the end of the day.
We're shopping for shorts at the moment because I need to let you all know I only own 3 pairs of shorts, and it's really hot this summer, and one of them doesn't even stay on my ass. So that's problematic when you're trying to go out in public. So Meta is trying to help me find shorts here, and the stylizations in JCPenney are not very good right now.
A few moments later.
Update for you all, the shorts search is not going well here. We're probably just gonna buy them online like everybody else does in the modern day because expensive is still a very big word to use here. And yeah, the styles are a bit lacking in my personal opinion, so better just go look online. Sorry. We climbed the stairway to heaven, now we're riding the escalator to hell. So suddenly the fire alarms decided to start just going off. Lovely. Perfect way to end our mall trip. Well, everybody, what we have learned is the mall culture certainly is not what it used to be. Even with stores beginning to all open up here, there's still nobody here. There's very few employees. It really is kind of sad to watch this happen. But that being said, it is unfortunately the way of the future here with companies like Amazon and all of them that's kind of making things super accessible to just bring straight to your home. Wouldn't surprise me to see malls completely lose the whole store thing. And honestly, kind of like what Meta was saying earlier, they just need to repurpose these buildings for something much, much grander than that, such as like a massive haunted house would be really cool. Have little restaurants come in, use them as pop-ups, I think would be a great idea as well. Meta, any additional suggestions here?
I'm sure there's many good ideas, but I want to hear what you guys have to say.
Yes.
What you think would be good.
Absolutely. And if you guys can think of other cool ways to kind of revitalize these malls, these massive monoliths of shopping of a time before, I'd love to hear it too. Hope you all enjoyed this video here. Check out your local mall. I'm curious how yours is bumping because ours local ones are not doing great. So, hey guys, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hope you all just have the most wonderful day. Doses.